The last and final set review episode concludes with the leader of the Sons of Chaos, and of course some light additional support for the DigiPolice, and D-Brigade. I hope these set review videos have helped with considerations on where to put some of these cards, because while Japan's format has solved most of these decks, at times we find something a little different and tweak it due to either potential restrictions, or even the fact that we play a best of 3 compared to their best of 1. It's always fun to go back and look at how cards have grown or been retrained, and as always, I appreciate the support you give to the channel. For the last egg of this set, it's back to good old Dorimon. This level 2 egg has an all turns once per turn effect, that when another Digimon with blocker is deleted, gain 1 memory. For 1, not a single egg in this set offers draw power, meaning in a sealed setting you're looking at a lot of clunkiness or relying on on-play Digimon to potentially draw into what you need. This egg is fairly useful considering a lot of Digimon have blocker, and potentially can be gifted it through collision. This can potentially steal turns from your opponent if they aren't careful. Before moving to the Dorumon line, I'll go ahead and cover all the DigiPolice related cards first. Commandramon returns as yet another Digimon with a play cost of 3, and a severely low stat line of 1000 DP. Its passive and inheritable effect are all turns, all of your other Digimon with D-Brigade or DigiPolice get plus 1000 DP. Considering you could utilize cards like Satsuki Tamihime for the jamming factor, I don't feel like this is necessary. Particularly in the West, where you have many option cards being teched in right now for the Numemon matchup, it's still important to potentially run the decoy variant. But who knows? I could be wrong. Sealsdramon also returns with a play cost of 4, Digivolution cost of 2 from a black level 3 Digimon, and a stat line of 4000 DP. On play, and when digivolving, by returning 3 cards with D-Brigade or DigiPolice from the trash to the top of the deck, this Digimon gains Rush and can't be blocked for the turn. This card can be very helpful as a game ender, as you could attack and get deleted by BT4 Commandramons, spawn any Commandramon afterwards and then evo into this for 2 to end the game. Because it circumvents even blockers, more power to ya. Its inheritable is identical to that of the Commandramon in this set. Mekanorimon also makes a shift over to the DigiPolice, a Digimon with blocker and armor purge that has an on-play effect, that by placing one of your other DigiPolice trait Digimon as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, de-digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn, this Digimon can't attack. Hilariously, if you really wanted to, you could tuck even high-level DigiPolice Digimon like Brigadramon underneath this, and if the Digimon is deleted by card effect or battle, you can armor purge back to it. For a play cost of 4, or a Digivolution cost of 3, it might be worth it, but sadly its stat line is fairly low. Tankdramon's newest appearance is a 7 cost Digimon, 3 to digivolve into from a black level 4 Digimon, and has 7000 DP. On play and when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each card with D-Brigade, or DigiPolice among them, reduce the play cost of all of your opponent's Digimon by 1 for the turn. Return the revealed cards to the top or bottom of the deck. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. I see we're starting to borrow from One Piece now. Luckily, with the manipulation tactics of D-Brigade, you could stack the top to reveal exactly 3. As a result, you can delete some level 5s and guarantee the deletion of level 4s and 3s, but potentially level 6 ace Digimon. This card will be a guaranteed 4 of in D-Brigade DigiPolice moving forward. Its inheritable is simply all turns, once per turn when one of your other Digimon with the D-Brigade or DigiPolice trait is played, de-digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon. So strong. The disruption is so good. With that, the last DigiPolice card to go over is the Metropolitan Police Department Community Safety Bureau Cybercrime Division Investigation Unit 11 Digimon Crime Response Team, otherwise known as for the rest of this video as this card. This card reveals the top 3 cards of your deck and adds 1 card with a D-Brigade or DigiPolice trait among them, and then returns the rest to the top of the deck. Then place this card into your battle area. Delay. Reveal the top 3 cards. You may play 1 card with a D-Brigade or DigiPolice trait, and a play cost of 4 or less among them without paying the cost. Then trash the rest. The security is simply the same as the main effect. This card has one of the longest names in the Digimon card game, and if I continue commentating events, this one is going to be a pain to try and remember. but it might add for hilarity as players try to see me say it every game or round. This card offers a fair bit of increase to consistency for these decks, and potentially even sets up the sealsdramon for the game. Back to Dorumon, this Digimon returns as a black-purple Digimon, and like Ryudomon from BT15, has a special Digivolution cost from its own x-antibody level 2, Dorimon. At least Dorimon is decent. Start off your main phase by placing one Kosuke Kisakata from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution source. This Digimon can't leave the battle area other than by deletion until the end of your opponent's turn. DORUGORAMON and Alphamon players, it's about to get real. For its Inheritable, all turns, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. There are a wide variety of ways to use this new Digimon, but of course you'll want to main Kosuke in the deck. But with the dual colored black potential, I'm curious if Maki Himekawa will see some additional play. Dorugamon's also back with a play cost of 5, and a Digivolution of 3 from a black or purple level 3. But from a Dorumon or level 3 Digimon like Lugamon with the SOC trait, to memory. This Digimon offers Collision, again, a new effect that gives all of your Digimon blocker and forces them to use it when you attack. On play and when Digivolving, by trashing one card in your hand, draw 1. Then if this Digimon has a Tamer with the SOC trait in its Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gains start of main this Digimon attacks until the end of the turn. Meaning you could target even Digimon like Magnamon X to force them into an attack before your opponent can preemptively Blinding Ray. The Inheritable is identical to that of the Dorumon. With Dorugreymon, this is the third variant to be printed in the entirety of the game. With the first printing still limited, and the watered down version in BT13, where to next? Of course Collision again, and of course we're getting a bump with an all turns effect, that when an attack target is switched, this Digimon with a Tamer card with the SOC trait in its sources may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Beast Dragon, Undead, or SOC trait in your hand without paying the cost. Because you force the block on attack, this creates an attack target switch, meaning you can instantly climb into something bigger. Could be Dorugoramon, could be Dex Dorugoramon, could be even Fenry Lugamon, which means your Inheritable effect instantly kicks in. All turns once per turn, when this Digimon deletes another Digimon, you may play one card with the x-antibody or SOC trait and a play cost of 5 or less from your trash without paying the cost. Meaning you could be playing those Dorumons or even Dorugamons to trigger their on-play effects to search or force another attack. Dorugoramon returns, its second printing that is black and purple. This 12-cost Digimon, 12,000 DP and 4-cost Digivolution from black or purple, has a special Digivolution cost from a Dorugreymon, Dex Dorugreymon, or a level 5 Digimon with the SOC trait for a cost of 3. While you may think this is limited to just Dorugreymons in general, remember, you also have Hell Lugarmon and Soul Lugarmon in this set. This Digimon has Collision and Blocker, and a when Digivolving effect, where if this Digimon has a Tamer card with the SOC trait in the Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, or Tamers. Lastly, all turns once per turn, when another Digimon is deleted, unsuspend this Digimon. Again, you could be getting 2 checks into security with the old Dorugreymon, and if your opponent attacks into security, this Digimon will unsuspend. While you may be wondering how you deal some actual damage, Kosuke Kisakata fixes all of that. Kosuke Kisakata is a memory fixer for the SOC trait Digimon. It also has Mind Link to specifically x-antibody or SOC trait Digimon, meaning while Dorumon is one avenue to use this card, Lugamon is the other. Sorry Marvin. When Mind Linked, if this Digimon has x-antibody or the SOC trait, it gains Piercing and Blocker. Meaning with your collision effects you can pierce through for the security damage, and when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, you've got a blocker in play. Considering Dorugoramon can unsuspend when another Digimon is deleted, this makes it in essence a double blocker. In a sealed setting, pretty good. Finally, the black option card Dorujin has a play cost of 6 and a main effect of if you have a Digimon with Dorugoramon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with a play cost of 4 or less. Then delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. To some degree, this reminds me of Hades Force, requiring a Greymon Digimon to use, except this is even more specific and requires Dorugoramon. But remember, this is only for the deletion of a Digimon or Tamer with a play cost of 4 or less. Otherwise, you just delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. In the security, you activate this card's main effect. Old school Dorugoramon took a hit after the restriction of Dorugreymon because of Alphamon. But with all these new support cards, we are definitely seeing an improvement for this archetype. D-Brigade and DigiPolice also get a substantial upgrade. Both saw some competitive play in Japan, and of all the decks, these excite me the most. With that, after watching all of these different videos, which cards have you most excited for BT16? What will you be hunting for? And what will you be taking to your first local or event when the set drops? While I've gone over all the cards for the set, next up is exploring deck profiles, strategies, and more for the format. This is DigiPanda, logging out.